Today we're making one of my favorite dishes to share at home, a warm, comforting Tomyam hot pot. That starts with the nourishing cod fish broth. This is a kind of dish that brings everyone to the table. It's the highlight at Chinese New Year, the reunion dinner, and honestly, at any gatherings where family and friends want to sit, chat, and just enjoy being together. I'm Sue, storyteller, creator, and explorer of soulful experiences. From kitchens to hidden gems, I share journeys that blend heritage, mindfulness, and discovery. Let's have the first part where we're making the cod fish base. As you know, hot pot, you can either use chicken, you can use other meat, but here I'm showing you how to make cod fish base because this is one of the most nourishing soup you can serve, and it's really available, readily available here. We start with the cod because it gives you a naturally sweet, milky broth. Add your cod pieces in a pot of water. Then layer in ginger slices, garlic, green onions, and a little white pepper and a dash of soya sauce. Let it simmer gently and no hard boiling, so the broth stays clear and silky. Now, usually what I do is if you're serving a family of 4 to 6 people, I will buy 2 pieces of cod, which is actually quite thick most of the time. And you can slice up the meat first and the bone part, and some meat will be stick to the bones. You can put it into the soup. Use the bone part and a little bit of fish stuck to the bones to cook the broth. That way you can still use the fish that you slice out for later putting into the hot pot for eating. It's easier so that there's no bones in it. So you gently lift the cod pieces out, that way there are no bones in the soup. Lift it out. If you like, you can scrape off the meat and put the meat inside, otherwise it's fine. Now, once the flavor has released, take the cod pieces out. You're done your job. Cod has bones, so we remove them now to keep the hot pot safe and easy to enjoy. What's left is the nourishing, beautiful broth that feels like home. Add some spices like pepper, salt, soy sauce as you desire. And now how do you transform this broth into Tomyam, which is a very delicious and popular dish from Thailand, but you can easily cook it anywhere at home or anywhere. So you can also make the paste from scratch, but here, because we are overseas, the ingredients that we need and use can be hard to find. So let us just add Tomyam paste into simmering broth. You can buy even a smaller jar and use it, or you can. It also comes in a 1 packet of use, so that if you use it only one time, there is no waste. The brand that I like to use is ROD, and you can also see there is many types in the market. You can choose one that you like. So now we turn this into a Thai-style Tomyam hot pot. Add a spoonful of Tomyam paste. Watch the color change instantly. So just to keep it mild, I just add 1 spoonful, because my family, some likes heat and some doesn't, so 1 spoonful for my family is enough. Now if you like more, you can add more. Go ahead and add more. And then you can see the color change instantly. Use a spoon or even stir and make sure all the paste dissolve into the soup. The aroma becomes bright, tangy, and spicy, full of personality. In fact, if you want to know more, the Tomyam paste is made from kaffir leaf, some onions, chili, sometimes even bird-eye chili, which is very, very spicy, and also tamarind to make it a little bit of sour taste. So that's basically what it has. It's optional. You can add this in just to have a little bit more fragrant and personality to your pot. You can add a splash of fish sauce for the salty taste. You can put a squeeze of lemon and lime just to add a little bit of the citrusy smell and taste, soury. A pinch of sugar, kaffir leaf, lime leaves if you can find them, and also some lemongrass if you like to add a little bit more. So give it a taste, try it and see, and adjust it the way you like it. More heat, more tang, make it yours. Make it something that you like. And you can always add a little bit of mint leaf. Alright, and the part 3, that is the most interesting right now. You have now the soup base, you change it to the color of beautiful color of Tomyam, and now part 3 is to add ingredients as the soup simmers. Now as the soup simmers, usually your guests, your family will be sitting all around. Make sure you have bowls, you have all the utensils, whether it's chopsticks and little scoops that you can scoop all the ingredients from the soup. Everybody should have like a scoop where they cook in the pot and then they take out the things that they like to eat. This is my favorite part actually. So as the soup simmers, everyone gathers around and starts adding their favorites like peeled prawns, scallops, assorted fish balls, cuttlefish balls, dumplings, whatever you love. And it's usually those things you can easily buy from the frozen part of the aisle from the supermarket. Open it and then display it plate by plate around the steamboat. That way you can just choose what you like to eat and then put it into the pot and cook it. So the common ingredients that we use here is usually prawns, because it's seafood, fish, prawns, scallops, and some blue shell to get all this very delicious sweet sea smell and seafood, And you can always, if it's a premium, you can always put scallops, abalone, and those are pricey, but for that one special occasion, usually for the Chinese New Year reunion party, that's what people look forward to eat here. So you can add those in. And then usually for the fish ball, they're made from fish and they're mixed with some flour and make into like round shape. There's some that's long shape, different shapes, and all you have to do is put them in. It's bite size, so it's easy to handle. And some people make their own dumplings, make their own pork balls, and go ahead and do whatever you like. If you feel intimidated to do some that is on yourself, just buy the frozen ones. Buy like about 3 to 5 if you have 6 people. Just buy 3 packets to 3 to 6 packets, that should be enough. And then you want to add mushrooms. For mushrooms, there's always shiitake, there's straw mushrooms that you should try, there's brown mushrooms, there's those round mushrooms. So there's so many types that you should choose 1 or 2 if you like mushrooms. And vegetables, usually we like to have as much as we can because it's so easy to just cook them and then quickly dish them up. So I like to choose 1 or 2 or 3 green leafy greens. Mustard greens is one, spinach is one, and then we also like to use maybe a napa just for the white. You can use carrots, you can add some goji berries. So it's all the things that you like and all put around you, and you can slowly cook as the pot simmers. There's no limit to it. It's so easy. So mushrooms like shiitake, brown, straws, it adds earthiness to the taste. And vegetables like napa, cabbage, bok choy, carrots, and corn, and slowly sweetens the broth as they cook. So all the delicious ingredients will sweeten the broth. At the end, you will get a very sweet, delicious broth. And that broth you can just slurp. It's nourishing, it's comforting. It's one of the beautiful things that you can have together as a family. It brings good memories just to sit around, eating food, and usually the weather is cold, so it is something, a delight to enjoy together. It's simple, but it feels so abundant. And on the fourth part, usually you finish off with noodles. You drop in some egg noodles, glass noodles, or like vermicelli. You can choose one or two that you like and display out, and everybody can cook their own. So add your noodles at the end, egg noodles, glass noodles, or even udon, and they soak up all the Tomyam goodness. Remember, as you maybe refill the water to add more Tomyam so that the taste is kind of standard. You will not lose that. After you take some out, you add some in. And there we go. And usually it's eaten like one layer, where you have the first, you cook something and then you dish them all out and you eat them, and you cook another time like the vegetables, you eat them all, and then you add some more. You can do it like 3, 4, 5. You can go on for hours. As new people come, they just join in. This is a beautiful moment. Everyone around the table, steam rising, laughter, chopsticks moving. This is why hot pot is always the highlight at Chinese New Year. It's not just the food, it's the moment, it's enjoying the abundance each year, and everyone sitting together, catching up, laughing, taking their time to savor, to chit-chat with each other. The pot stays warm, the conversation flows, and the whole house feels alive. And that is the magic of Tomyam hot pot at home. A nourishing cod broth transformed into a bold, comforting soup that brings people together. Simple ingredients, warm memories, connection with every bite. So if you make this at home, let me know how your family enjoys it, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who loves a cozy meal. It is so easy to make, and you can easily have this at home, no matter what day, what gathering that you're having. Just invite few other friends to come home together and have that pot. If you DM below if you'd like me to do a video on how to select this pot, and there's many selection depending on size, and also the way that some has a divider inside where you can cook 2 types of soup. And definitely go to a hot pot place and enjoy, and I will suggest shabu shabu, because shabu zone, because they have the selection is so, the variety and the selection is so much that you'll be spoiled for choice. You will never be able to prepare like this 50 ingredients at home, but that is when you go and enjoy at that shop. Otherwise, if you have 5 to 10 ingredients, do it by yourself. Have a warm meal, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye.